as you're familiar with PEOs, a lot of them like to negotiate prices.
Mm-hmm.
And then it creates that whole feeling of, oh, you're trying to get me at the
Yeah.
worst price possible, right?
Yep.
So I have the prospects that I've had the most productive conversations, 3 hours of understanding her situation. I can say it like the back of my hand. And she's opened up, like she's given me her workers' comp policy, like all the details of how much she's paying. So like it's very easy to know that she's probably going to sign on. But
Mm-hmm.
this PEO, they like to do the percentage of payroll and like
Yep.
start high and then negotiate lower because that makes people feel better when they've negotiated lower.
Mm-hmm.
But should I just do the same thing that you recommended with Rick, which is like, it's not, with a PEO, you can't say like, what are we going to remove?
Right.
You can't do that. But I could say like, how, whereas if they bring up price, other than does it make sense to get started? No, we need to come down in price. Okay. How much does it need to come down?
When did
Oh,
she originally get the price?
we're in the we're getting the RFP right now, and we're
Mm-hmm.
presenting next week. But just in preparation in advance of that, if they say, "Hey, we need to come down in price," and it's like $2,000-$3,000 or whatever, do I just say the same thing of like, "I can cover the costs if you're able to give me a testimonial"?
Yeah.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
to me.
Never
The
discount.
RFPs.
Never discount. It's much better to cover the cost. Or here's what I can do. I'm willing to cover that $3,000 on my end, but I want to be crystal clear on something. This is not a discount. We are, we're very transparent with our pricing, which is why your first response when somebody ever asks any of us to come down on our price, our first response always needs to be a polite no, right? Hey, can you guys come down 3,000? No, right? Are you sure? Absolutely. I mean, I just really need to get 3,000 off to get this across the goal line. Emily, you've had the pricing now for a week. What's changed? Ask them, what's changed? Well, I'm serious now. I totally get it. Now, that's where maybe I would ask what they would like to remove. You can't do that in your scenario, right? Would you be willing to blank? Maybe there's something else they can agree to give you. But then your default could be something as simple as, and here's the thing, we don't need to write this into the contract. If we can just have an agreement between the two of us here that I can come to you, I will not abuse this privilege, but I can ask you to be a reference or maybe even point your phone at your face once you're completely happy with everything and record a little selfie testimonial saying what you like best about us, how easy it was to come over to us, how great the service has been, and how happy you are with the results. Here's what I'll do on my end. I will pick up that $300 or that $3,000. I'm going to take it out of my travel budget or my trade show budget or my marketing budget. I always throw in an actual budget because it is. By the way, guys, if you're like, he's teaching us to be deceptive. No, I'm not. There's no magical checkbook at your company. Every dollar you give away in a discount is an actual dollar, right? That is actual money that we could have used for what? Trade shows, travel, marketing. You're just putting words to it. It's really weird when we talk about funny money, it becomes this magical checkbook that's like infinite. Well, you're the big dogs, you're the company. Why wouldn't you just be able to do that? Because we priced it accordingly. Now, here's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to cover it there. So I think you're on the right track there, Sam.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already communicated that to the account executive at the PEO to be
Yep.
like, hey, we're not giving discounts anymore.
We'll cover it.
I'm covering the cost.
Yep. It gives it more gravity. When we don't give discounts, when we cover the cost, it gives it more gravity. The person's like, whoa, they're doing something for me. The other big thing that it does is it stops the death loop. It stops the merry-go-round, right? Hey, can I have $50 off? Sure. You know what? I do need to think about it. I'll get back to you on Monday. The 50, I just don't have the budget for it. If there was any way you could do a 2-for-1, that would be great. Okay, fine, I'll do that, right? You're putting yourself in a death loop where you're training them not to do business with you. Because every time they complain, what happens to the price? It goes this way. When you say, hey, I want to make this happen for you, here's what I'm willing to do. Well, you keep it simple with the $50 example. If you're willing to come on right now, what I will do on my end, I will cover $50 of your monthly membership, but here's the thing, I'm not doing this for free. I'm not doing this as a discount. I'm doing this because I believe in your situation. I believe we're going to get you to where you want to be. And I want to be completely transparent here. I'm going to come to you at some point in the foreseeable future because I've covered that $50 a month for you, and I'm going to ask for a return on my investment to potentially have you go on Google and leave a review, or maybe point your phone at your face, or maybe allow me to have a new client call you so you can tell them how easy it was to sign up with us, how great the service was, and how happy you are with the results. You can say no to any one of those requests. I'm willing to take my chances that you're going to say yes. I believe that if we can have that relationship in place, that is worth me covering $50, because advertising is expensive, and having, be able to use you as a reference at some point in time will be worth that for me. Does it make sense to move forward on that basis? Yeah. And trust me, I would give you the testimonials either way, right? I'm glad we could figure this out. Congratulations, you made a great decision. I'm going to shoot you over some new documents with the $50 in there, and welcome aboard, right? Now it's smooth versus just giving them a discount, giving them a special. If you can do it right now, we'll lower the price, right? Your prospects were born at night. They weren't born last night. They know that the same deal is going to happen next week, next month, next year, next quarter. That whole nonsense of if we can get this across the goal line is just that. It's nonsense, right? Nobody ever goes, oh my gosh, we're never going to get that price. Once you've now just set the bar lower, once you say, I'll discount to this. Now we're just negotiating from a lower point. If you like this video, I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm going to pay for everything. You're going to close a lot more business. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more fun. And you're going to be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're going to say, yes, we did. And then you and I are going to be best friends, and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends, and you can close more business, and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.